And more breaking news from the Washington Commanders. How many times have we done this offseason? We're not in the offseason anymore. We're now in the regular season, and the musical chairs at the kicker position has once again been shuffled up. Washington Commanders have released kicker Cade York after struggling, going 0-2 in his debut here. He has been released. Washington is expecting to sign Austin Seibert. What is he, the Jets' backup kicker? Is he a free agent? I don't even fucking know at this point. I can't even follow all of this right now. So this has been Washington's year of trying to establish a damn kicker. We brought in Brandon McManus. Some allegations were thrown his way. We released him immediately. Those allegations turned out to be dropped, and people are saying they were false. I don't know how that ended up, but Brandon McManus ends up on the street. We bring in a UFL kicker named Ramses Ahmed, and we bring in Riley Patterson as well to compete with him. I cannot keep up with it. Both of those guys end up failing out of DC. So kicker number 1, Brandon McManus, gone. Kicker number 2, Ramses Ahmed, gone. Kicker number 3, Riley Patterson, couldn't throw a rock into the fucking water in the preseason, gone. We trade draft capital to the Cleveland Browns for their backup kicker because they have a starting kicker. We bring in Cade York, a guy drafted in the mid-rounds a couple years ago, a guy who we know who has a big leg, apparently not accurate enough because he has now been on 3 teams and failed out of 3 organizations, the Cleveland Browns, the New York Giants, and now the Washington Commanders. After going 0-2 from 47 and 56 yards yesterday in Tampa Bay, Cade York is back in the unemployment line, and Washington is now anticipating signing Austin Seibert, a name I've seen some people throw in the chat today, and a name I've seen people throw around in the chat yesterday when we were watching it. They are not wasting no time. They're not sticking around with it. But I think I said this yesterday. Yep, Mish, you definitely called it in the chat just now. And I thought we may make a move at kicker. It's why I didn't bring up any kicker news to Doug. I didn't say anything about the kicker. We talked about offense, defense. We talked about the rookies. We talked about the secondary. We talked about Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen. I didn't bring up anything about the kickers because I felt like these motherfuckers might do something here. You know what the fuck they did at about 1:30 on a Monday afternoon, Misery Monday? We now get to retain that. I believe we retained the 7th round pick because it was conditional. I believe we don't lose a 7th rounder. Somebody fact check me. Somebody check that out. I believe we do not lose because the 7th rounder, because we had 2 of them, we threw a 7th conditionally to Cleveland for Cade York. I believe he had to play a certain amount of games. Releasing him after week 1 means we get to keep our 7th round pick, right? Let me know if I got that right. Does that mean we get our 7th? That's what I'm checking. I'm looking to get that fact checked right now. If someone can see it on wax or if anybody reported that, let me know. We're going to be quick here. This is about a kicker. We're going to make this a 10 to 15 minute stream. I'm not going to hold y'all too long, but I told y'all now that I'm doing full time. Whenever news comes out, I'll be the first on YouTube talking about it. Cade York is gone. We're bringing in Austin Seibert, born November 15th, 1996. He played college football at Oklahoma and was a 5th round selection in the 2019 draft by the Cleveland Browns. He's 5'9", 200 pounds. Let's see if the motherfucker can make a kick, because he's been in the league for 5 years, but he's been on quite a few rosters. He was on the Browns for a year. He was only in Cleveland for 1 year after being a 5th round pick. He was the 170th pick in the draft. After Cleveland, he went to another city in Ohio. He went to Cincinnati in 2020. And then in 2021, he went to Detroit. And then in 2023, he went to the Jets. And then he went to the Saints. And then he went back to the Jets. And now he is the Washington Commanders kicker going for. All I'm going to say is we have to die on the Austin Seibert hill for the duration of the season. Signing 5 kickers in one offseason has to be an NFL record. There's no fucking way anyone's ever done this before. 5 different kickers in one season, and it has shit to do with injury. None of these Bamas got hurt. None of them pulled a hammy. None of them broke a toe or any type of football-related injury. They all were released due to ass, not an injury, being ass on the football field. Austin Seibert, it's your world for the rest of the season because you can't just sign a new kicker every week. You have to just rock with the misses and live with the failure at this point. You got to live in the failure that we created ourselves at this point. Austin Seibert, let's see what he's done career as a kicker. Please be over 75%. 44 for 55. He's missed 11 kicks in his career. That's 80%. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. For starters, 80%. I will take it. I will take it. 44 for 55. 80%. His longest field goal was 53 yards, and he's kicked 51 touchbacks. So, one, it's a guy who can kick it in the end zone. Congratulations. 2, 80%. We will take it. We get the pick back. Also, are you streaming the game tonight? I absolutely am. I'll be streaming the entire San Francisco 49ers and New York Jets game tonight. That's why we're going to keep it short and sweet here. This is an exclusive kicker live stream, breaking news stream. We're going to call 10 to 15 minutes. This guy looks like he's legit, but he's been on like 6 teams in 5 years, but I'll take it. We have to live with it at this point. We have to live with whatever Austin Seibert is at this point. If he's bad, we got to roll with it. If he's good, we got to roll with it because you should be not even allowed to sign 6 kickers in one offseason. Fingers crossed, y'all. No, we did not waste a 7th round pick on a kicker because it was a conditional pick. Absolutely. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Austin, he's trying. He's definitely trying. What are they going to do at cornerback? I don't think you're going to see any moves there to be made, but you definitely made a move at kicker. I think this is the last move we're going to make at kicker this year. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. Hopefully, this is a guy who can make extra points and could kick a 40-yard field goal. I wasn't mad at the 56-yarder until I saw that Tampa Bay's kicker made a 56-yarder. So when you're a big leg kicker and your reputation is you have a big leg, we expect you to have a big leg. I'll take 80% at this point. The bar is in hell for the kicker position. The bar is below the gates of hell at this point. Brandon McManus, nope. Ramses Ahmed, nope. Riley Patterson, nope. Cade York, nope. Washington keeps their conditional 7th round pick after cutting Cade York today, and we are on kicker number 5 of the 2024 season. Call up some retirees, some Major League Soccer retirees like shit. My guy, Evan Newton, man. I keep trying to put that name out there. My guy, Evan Newton, he's from the DMV. Well, he's from the 757. He's currently living in Virginia. My man he's retired right now. He can kick. Man, signing kickers until the trade deadline. We about to just play kicker musical chairs for the whole years. Man, at this point, just put me out there. Juan Gotti, get out there, man. Strap him up. Lace him up. Lace him up because we on kicker number 5 this season. Ahmed was probably our best kicker in games so far. The kicks went in. They weren't pretty, but they did definitely go in. Call up Tony. Tony who? Off topic. Should we draft Travis Hunter? I need to see where we're drafting at. And if we do, he's a wide receiver. Travis Hunter is not going to be a lockdown corner in the NFL. That is not a cornerback. That's a wide receiver if he wants to get his ceiling in the league. Oh, Chad Ocho Cinco. Call Chad. Call Ocho. Man, everybody, we need Austin Seibert to be it. We need Austin Seibert to be it because 5 kickers in one season is a lot, man. And now Justin Hopkins is a Pro Bowler. Yeah, this definitely feels like a weekly thing. How many times have we come on this channel and talked about Washington just released the kicker to sign a new kicker? And we were all mad at the kicker yesterday. I didn't bring him up intentionally in the Big Doug live that I did about an hour ago for Misery Monday because I felt like we might do something this week. We didn't waste any time. We didn't even let the team get back to practice yet, and we got him up out of there. This is a hell of an overreaction. You act like AP couldn't pick a kicker when in actuality, late May, we found out our great veteran kicker can't keep himself out of trouble. I'm not overreacting to anything. I have no problem with Adam Peters keep shooting shots to get a kicker. We need a kicker. It's just embarrassing that we're on our 5th kicker of the season. There has been no overreaction done so far. You're being emotional. Get out your feelings. Do they have a store called Kickers and Corners? We need to find. If you find out that it is a store, let us know, because we desperately need to go shopping there. You need to get the unlimited credit line, and we need to go there, and we need to finance everything inside the store. Smash that like button as you always do. We need to bring in another veteran corner. Yep, there's Xavier Howard. There's J.C. Jackson. There's Patrick Peters. There's the Killer Witherspoon. The whole line of rinsed guys, but their rinsedness is better than a lot of the guys we have in our room. Man, smash that like button. I wanted York to be the guy too, Carter. I wanted York to be the guy too. Dude had a game, make it or you're fired. It was make it or break it. It was literally do or die. Cade York's back on the street. I wonder if he gets picked up. I guess that'll tell you what the league feels about him if he gets picked up. My cousin Caden Kearns kicked in college. He's still in shape. Tell him to pull up. Tell him to put up. Ridiculously overanalyzed. We just reacting to the news as it happens. We're on our kicker number 5 of the season. Load of talent and continuity. Load up on talent and continuity. Might as well sign destroying at this point. Has he recovered from his injury yet? The kicker was super ass yesterday. You have one job. You have one job. And this goes back to me. If you watch this channel, you know I have special teams prejudice. I am prejudiced of kickers, of holders, of long snappers. They have one job to do. They're mostly the least athletic people on the entire roster. You have no business failing at your job. You don't have to hit anybody. You don't have to do all the sprints and all the wearing that hot ass uniform in the heat and in the blistering weather. You just have to kick a football. You have one job to do. So it's unacceptable for me when kickers don't do their job. And I know it's not easy, but nigga, you practice all year to kick a football. The team has to go through these grueling practices. They're sweating. They hot ass uniforms, running around hitting each other. 300-pound men chasing after each other. And specialists have the most chill practice ever. They're on some side field by themselves. It's library silence, and they're just kicking and stretching through the entire practice. So, you know, I hate it when kickers don't get to it. Who the heck is going to be the kicker? Austin Seibert, the guy you're looking at on the screen right now. I just gave his bio. I'll read it again for those who just got here. Smash that like button for your boy. He was the 170th pick in the draft back in 2019 by the Cleveland Browns. 5 years ago. And in 5 years, he has been to Cleveland, Cincinnati, Detroit, the Jets, the Saints, back to the Jets, and now Washington. So 6 teams in 5 years is not the most glowing endorsement, but he's who we have now. He's hit 44 out of 55 field goals. That's 80%. We're going to have to roll with this because we can't musical chairs our way through an entire season when it comes to kicker at the end of the day. Adam Peters gets Darrell Green, Fred Smoot, Santana Moss, and London Fletcher out of retirement on a 1-year, $5 million deal. Shit, that's what Dan Snyder did when he bought the team. He went and got all the oldest superstars of years before and paid them a lot of money. Do I see us trying to trade for a corner like Marshawn Lattimore? Is he available? What's his situation in New Orleans? I'm not hip. Is he available? Does he want out? Our kicking team is starting to look like the past quarterback list. You know that picture with all the jerseys and all the quarterback names on it, or that montage, that sad-ass montage I put out on the channel the other day? We can literally do that for kickers in 2024. I might do that myself. We traded up for a long snapper years ago. I know, and I hated it so much. It almost made me throw up in my mouth watching the draft. What are we going to do at cornerback? That's a great question. Probably a lot more of the same and hope for better. You going to the Commanders-Giants game? I don't know yet. I'll know about Wednesday if I'm going. If not, I'll be giving my tickets to my friend who has already asked for them, and I'll be on the channel doing another watch party. Man. 5 teams in 5 years. That's a lot. That's a lot, y'all. So he looks like he can boot it. He looks pretty face. He looks pretty accurate. I said pretty face because I'm reading Babyface Assassin. Whoa, slow down there. Stevie Wonder could see that Cade York was ass. He definitely could. He could Stevie Wonder might be able to see, man. I've seen him quite a few occasions. Like, I'll never forget. I forgot what comedian they made a joke about Stevie Wonder sitting courtside at the game. What the fuck does Stevie Wonder need courtside seats to the All-Star games for? At least we didn't give up the pick now. Yep, we get our 7th round pick back. So wipe your hands clean of the situation. Per Tom Pelissero, the Commanders are releasing Cade York. We no longer owe Cleveland a 7th round pick, and we we signed Austin. It feels like a job fair. So pretty much we are hiring another kicker. Austin Seibert looks like a guy we shall see. But we signed another Browns kicker. Have we learned nothing? We got to roll with this, y'all. We got to roll with this at this point. We got to roll with it. We have to roll with this kicker. Period. If he struggles off the gate, we got to stay with him because we've got rid of 4 kickers already. We got to roll with him at this point. Unless he gets hurt, you have to stay with this guy until the end of the season. You have to marry yourself to this guy for 1 year. You have to. We don't have a choice at this point. This is kicker number 5. Unless we want to make kicker a week-to-week situation, which is from the weirdest shit I've ever seen, we're definitely having guys fill out their resume. Have you ever kicked before? If you've kicked at least 80% of your field goals in your life, high school, college, or in the pros, you can come be the kicker for the Washington Commanders, man. Charlie Brown season. I hope this kicker works. I hope our kicker, we got the wanted sign in the window, kicker needed. Cornerback 2 if possible. Man. What a time to be alive. Washington has signed another kicker. But yeah, man, I'm keeping this one short and sweet. This is breaking news. Who is this kicker? You want more background on it? I got you. 5 years in the league, 5 teams. I believe this is 6th team in 5 years. He was the 5th round, 170th selection by the Cleveland Browns back in 2019. And he's been passed around the league like a Kardashian for 5 years. And he's currently available for work. So maybe not the best kicker in the league, but maybe Washington gets lucky. Maybe we get lucky and hit on a kicker out of nowhere like the Cowboys did with Aubrey. This motherfucker can kick it 70 yards. Maybe we got that now. Maybe we don't, but I feel like regardless of if he's that guy or not, we have to roll with it. Shit, I'd do it, Rio, if this doesn't work. Hey, pull up with your resume, man. Get your highlight tapes together. If you've ever kicked anything, if you've played kickball, if you've kicked around the ball in the backyard with your kids, if you've ever attempted a field goal at the carnival, pull up the Ashburn where the wanted sign is needed. We need a fucking permanent fixture at this position because, man, we all owe Joey Slye an apology. Absolutely. I've apologized to him multiple times. I'll do it one more time. Joey Slye, we were wrong. We let you go. We let you go find greener pastures. You're over there making kicks and upsetting the Cincinnati Bengals with the New England Patriots right now. You were the one that got away. You were exactly what we needed. We thought it was wrong person, right time, but no, you were the right person at the right time. You should have been the kicker here. We fucked up. Is what it is. Well, now we are on our 5th quarter for our 5th kicker of the offseason. My man said if I kick someone's ass, hold up, where'd that comment go? If you kick someone's ass, call now. If you want to fight, this is crazy, man. What are the qualifications for this position? How about destroying? Is destroying good? I remember, didn't he get injured in his first game as a kicker in the XFL, or am I tripping? That's 2 Cleveland kickers. And now Dustin Hopkins is a Pro Bowl kicker for them. Man, somebody. I don't know what it is, but at some point they're going to have to start looking at what? The long snapper and the holder, because something is not happening here. Tress Way may have to freshen up that resume. If this guy can't kick, Tress might have to kick them motherfuckers himself. We need to go get one of those Aussie football dudes. Maybe. Mark Mosley, he may be a little long in the tooth. Can Mark Mosley Jr. kick? I mean, it's in his blood, all right? Your father was an MVP kicker. Can you do it? Mosley is only 75. Hey, how about his son? How old is Chip? Which Chip? Are we talking about my Eagles friend that comes on the podcast and does the NFC East stream with me, or are we talking about somebody else? I just realized football team coached by 28-3 Dan Quinn. Is that at this point? I'll take Duncan Pender. Why was tackling an issue that was embarrassing? Oh yeah, it's definitely embarrassing, but I'm letting it go. Chad Ryland, that was the guy out of Maryland. He didn't make the roster, right? But I believe did we sign Chad Ryland or Austin Seibert? Did we sign multiple kickers? Which one did we sign? Who is it? Who's it going to be? Low Miller. Is that the kicker we signed? Chip Low Miller. Is that who we signed? Because if that's so, we could pull up that information right now. So we did sign a kicker. Just breaking news. Let me know. We'll find it right now. Chip Low Miller. I don't even know what that is. I don't know what a Chip Low Miller is. Let's look up the bio. And let's get on it right now. Oh, that's an old person. Oh, y'all trolling. Okay. Did we actually sign a kicker, or did we sign Austin Seibert? Did we sign Chad Ryland? What did we do? Austin Seibert's the guy, right? Okay, you're just spitballing Chad Ryland. Okay. Rio is too young to know who Chip Low Miller is. Yeah, I definitely don't know who that is. I'm not even going to hold you. But, man, this is embarrassing. I'm not trying to trip off of it, but kickers, not like those 6 points would have necessarily changed the game yesterday, but they are points taken off the board. 56 yards is a lot to ask out of a kicker, but at Cade York, you were a kicker known for being a big leg kicker, and you didn't make a big leg kick. You didn't even make it from 47. And we saw signs in the preseason where some of them kicks was hanging a little bit more than they needed to. Washington is back in the kicker market. Austin Seibert, please be our savior, because I'm tired of playing kicker musical chairs. I'm keeping this short. I'm going live tonight for the game. I got things to do before then. Thank you for pulling up to the chat, y'all. Brandon McManus, Riley Patterson, Ramses Ahmed, Cade York. Never made it. We're on to kicker number 5 this season. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. Go get Ray Finkel. Shout out to Ace Ventura, by the way. I'll catch y'all later. I'm going live for the entire game tonight. Come kick it, watch the game, and we can still talk about some of Washington's week 1 loss, because it is still Misery Monday. I'll catch y'all on the channel later. Breaking news, Washington has signed Austin Seibert and released kicker Cade York, and we're on the kicker number 5 this season. Plan to sign Austin Seibert or signed Austin Seibert, whatever that means. I think that's going to be the guy. We shall see. If anything changes, I'll let you know. Hail to the Washington Commanders.